That's probably 8 beers in that. Goddamn. That's so.
You can say some bitch, but I don't know about fucking.
Exactly. I ain't gonna make it.
I'm not gonna make it.
Welcome back to the Freedom Flames Grilling channel. I'm Steve and this is Todd. We want to thank you for all your comments and suggestions. We've had a ton of
People want ribs. They want to see us do ribs.
Thanks, Todd. You could ask 100 people and you're going to get 100 different answers on how to cook ribs. We suggest you try them all until you find the one that suits you best. For us, we're going to use Malcolm Reed's over at How to Barbecue Right. Malcolm never does me wrong.
That's right. Now what?
Well, there's only one thing left to do, Todd.
What's that?
Let's fire up some freedom.
Yeah.
All right. Now that we're ready, you're going to need a couple of things.
That microphone on there, Steven. Now we're ready.
Now that we're ready, here's a couple things you're going to need. Spare ribs or baby back ribs, whichever one you prefer. You need some yellow mustard and some seasoning. Today, because we're using Malcolm Reed's recipe, we're going to use the
BBQ Rub.
And TX Brisket Rub. Okay?
So good.
You're gonna need some zesty Italian seasoning, actually dressing, salad dressing, for a mop used later on, and some butcher paper. To start off, you're gonna trim and clean your ribs and get them ready to go. Then you're going to smother them in mustard and go to the BBQ Rub, followed by TX Brisket Rub. And then you're gonna put them on your smoker for 2 to 2.5 hours at 225.
Why yellow mustard?
Yellow mustard is just a binder. You're not gonna taste it. It's just gonna help that seasoning stick to the rib and make that flavor just get in there and just kind of make you wanna go, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I also heard? I heard recently is that the yellow mustard helps you see what you haven't seasoned yet. So if you get that yellow back on the bottom there, and then you start to season it, if you still see yellow, then you know you missed a spot. So
that's a great point, Todd. That is a good trick. That's an old school trick, and it might be from a pitmaster named Malcolm.
Maybe.
All right, once we get these bad boys on, let's fire up this master-built Gravity Series 560 smoker.
Oh yeah.
Remember, 225, 2 to 2.5 hours, but we're always cooking to temperature, not to time. So if your smoker's a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, just keep an eye on it and go to temperature, never time.
So we don't have to use a master build.
No, you could use whatever you got. Run what you brung. That's an old saying.
That's right. Hey, while we're waiting for that smoker to fire up, go ahead and head on over to what the fuck?
You're so stupid.
Stupid.
Idiot.
Well, why the...
You're horrible. This is why you don't get to talk.
This is terrible.
This is why I do all the talking.
This is why...
This is why you just stand there and look stupid.
Steve, is there any sauce on these ribs?
Yeah, that zesty Italian dressing that we talked about earlier is what we're going to do now. So we're going to mix up that zesty Italian dressing. You're going to add some water to it, and then the barbecue rub, or your favorite rub, to give it a little bit of a zest. Once these ribs have been on for about 2 hours or so, it's all about that baste. About that baste.
No treble.
Exactly, exactly. So you're going to baste your ribs with that zesty Italian sauce and just kind of paint it on there. Don't go brushing it back and forth. Just kind of dab it on there and then let that set. Make sure that that meat stays nice and moist. You're going to close that lid back up and you're going to let it cook You're going to bring them to about 170-ish degrees before you pull them off and wrap them in butcher paper.
All right. But there's no barbecue sauce involved in this.
No sauce on this particular one, and we're not going to get all crazy with brown sugar and butter or some kind of tallow or some type of extra fat when we wrap them. We're just going off this nice low, slow cook with this zesty Italian sauce. This should be fire.
Steve, do you know what a pit master's favorite massage is?
No, I don't.
A dry rub.
Are you this stupid all the time?
All the time. Dad jokes.
It's horrible.
Well, now that our meat is properly rubbed and zested, you got to wrap it. Wrap your meat.
Wrap it in and put it back on that smoker for about an hour, hour and a half tops. Remember, temperature, not time. We're going to pull them off. A good thing you can do when you're testing your meat is check for feel. And let me give you an example here.
Oh my.
Ooh-wee. Man, these smell delicious. I can't wait to get a hold of these, Todd.
Get your body out of the... There you go. Glove you have there, Steve. Oh, look at the bend.
These things
Look
are
at
like
the bend in
falling
those. Those
apart.
things are going to fall apart.
These bad boys are ready to go.
Man. All right, we're going to do all of them all at once. Okay. I don't know if we got room for all of them, Steven. Oh, it's just dripping.
Once you've pulled them off, you're going to let them rest for about a half hour, 45 minutes. The longer the better, at least 45 minutes. So we're going to tuck these away in a cooler and let them rest for that time. It's so easy though.
It's so easy. Pull them out. Pull them out. Pull them out of the box. Pull
Serve
your
'em
meat
up.
out of the box. Oh, I can just see the bend in those. I'm excited.
These are going to be amazing. Look at that. Look at that. You see that bone pulling away from the meat?
Yeah, that meat pulled back from that bone.
Oh,
Those
man,
things are going to be tender.
I can't wait to try
and
these.
juicy.
I can't wait to try these.
Let me get that paper for you. I want to see you cut those up.
Now remember,
The smoke ring on that thing, got the pink on the outside. Oh, that looks great.
remember these are sauceless.
Sauceless.
So if you want some sauce to dip it in, don't be scared. Let's get in there and give that little bark a try. Oh man, that is delicious.
Let's do it. Oh my God.
Zesty, spicy,
Ooh,
smoky, delicious.
juicy.
Once again, how to barbecue right comes through.
Thank you, Malcolm. For all you guys at home, thank you again for logging on. Thanks for checking us out. Give us a like, subscribe. We can keep bringing you this stupid banter back and forth. We enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Check us out, freedomflames.com. Get yourself some cool patriotic grilling gear. And
Until the next time, Todd, keep the flames of freedom alive in your backyard.
this is fucking good.